Pisces, welcome to the Seer's Covenant. Let's just begin and see what message, what spirit wants to come through to give you messages. This is Wednesday, July the 7th, 2025. What messenger wants to come through, or what spirit wants to come through for Pisces? 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 Host body? Is this correct? Okay, your host body wants to come through. What have we got in store for us today? And your parallel self, is that correct? Yes, okay, so Pisces, you're tuned in already. I gotta write that down. So your host body, so that's your body that you have right now, like you want to tap in, so I got to tap into you, Pisces. And you should go watch my welcome video first before I get started to tell you the rules and regulations. Host body. I got written down host Bobby. Host body, and who else was it? Oh, parallel self. Because we all are living in parallel realities, aren't we? And I think a lot more people are waking up to that self. All right, let's get the next chart. What messages do Pisces host body and Pisces parallel self have to say? What does Spirit want to say to Pisces? Victim energy, is that correct? Yes, okay, next message. Tolerance necessary, is that correct? No. Okay, go. What was the message? This will pass, is that correct? Yes. Up and down is yes, and back and forth is no. And the next message, please, from Pisces host body and Pisces parallel self. What do you want to tell Pisces? Pisces. What is the next message that Pisces host body wants to tell? Abandonment issues. Is that correct? You went all the ways, you you did all that just to get to end abandonment issues? Okay. Abandonment issues. What's the next message? What's the next message that Spirit wants to tell Pisces? Accountability others. Is that correct? Yes. Okay, I gotta write that down. Of Pisces host body and the spirit of Pisces parallel self. Do you have any more messages on this chart? Yes. Okay. Keep going with the messages. The spirit of Pisces host body and Pisces parallel self. Critical of others, is that correct? Yes. Okay, next message. Situation improving, is that correct? No. Fear not warranted, is that correct? Yes. Okay. I'm going to forget those. I'm going to forget them. I got to write it down. You're clearing. Clearing his energy. Pisces need to clear energy. What's the next message, please, for Pisces? Next message for Pisces. Honesty, is that correct? And that's yes. And I'm going to write that down. I'm going to forget it. Honesty. I need a transcriptionist. I can't even spell it right. Anyways. Next message, please. Next Pisces message. Spirit message. Are there any more messages on this chart? No. Okay, let's go to the next chart. Are there any messages on this chart for Pisces? Are there any messages on this chart for Pisces? Okay, go to the messages, please. Oh my, going fast. Went through tunnel first, is that correct? Yes. Next message, please. From Pisces host body and Pisces parallel self, what messages do you have for the Pisces that's in the physical? Couldn't think clearly, is that correct? Okay, for Pisces, is there any more messages? Yes, we'll go to the messages, please. Pisces spirit messages from your host body and from your parallel self. Brain wasn't right, is that correct, Pisces? Are there any more messages on this chart for Pisces? No. Okay, thank you for the messages, for being able to come through on the pendulum chart. Now we are going to go over the messages, pull some cards, and see what's going on. See what other messages that we have for you. So Pisces, this is the message portion of the pendulum reading and some cards. The messenger that came through for you, Pisces, was what spirit came through, what deceased loved one came through for Pisces, was your host body wanting to make direct contact with me. So you're energetically reaching out to me. Your host body is like your meat suit. It inhabits your soul. You are a separate entity from your host body, but your host body, your meat suit, your human body, your human form, has its own identity and energy and essence. And this is what allows me to be able to connect with you and connect with your parallel, because your parallel self came out too. This is another part of you that exists somewhere now in another dimension, and you must be aware of these dimensions, or else this is not your reading. So if that's not who you are right now, that this is not your reading. You're very open-minded to what's beyond the veil. You know it's possible for us to have like a telekinetic communication, telepathy. Do you know what I mean? You're open to your gifts. You're open-minded to your gifts. Let's put it that way. And these, you got 9 channeled messages, Pisces, from Spirit and from yourself, basically, from you. Yeah, I'm only here to confirm what's already in your freaking head. Simple. I got 9 spirit messages. First message is victim energy. So you are not accepting your actions for things that you have done. If you have been a victim of a horrendous crime or something really very excruciatingly painful that's happened in your life, some situation, and you continue to keep feeling this energy of victimization, it's gonna hurt severely your life moving forward, because you're not going to be able to let go and move on in peace. With that said, it's best for you to release it. You can eliminate your victim energy, but it takes awareness. It takes for you to admit that you have these victim energy thoughts, and determination and commitment. You got to be hardcore on it. It takes a big thing to change how you view your past harm, what past harm has brought you mentally, physically, spiritually, energetically, emotionally, financially, everything. Oh, I was supposed to put on Transend Theory. You're going to put on the Transend Theory. Apparently, this cannot be debunked. I don't know. Somebody debunk it for me. There's no words or no nothing in this. But we'll see what comes through. And I'm getting an ache in my shoulder right here. Oh, that didn't even make sense.
Sicko.
Sicko. You hear that? Sicko. What was the last word? Try. Sicko. Wow. Your. Try sicko your. Oh, we're going to put it on. We're going to put it on high. What was that? Rasty. You're not going to be able to see that. Hopefully you can hear it though. Rasty. I don't even know what that word means. Anyway, tag. Anyway, your next message, your second message, Pisces, is accountability others. So this is that too. This is confirmation of what you have already known. Confirming, Pisces, that others are not being held accountable for their actions. So be our what? What did he say before that? Be our what? What do you want us to be?
The audition maker.
The audition maker. I'll take screenshots of this and post it to you. Him too. A mile.
shut so.
Don't shut so. I'm getting distracted with that. Anyways, Pisces, your second. Okay, I'm going to turn this off. Just for now. So I can get through these messages. And when I'm pulling the cards, we can do that. So, accountability, others, Pisces. This is confirmation of what you have already known. Confirming, Pisces, that others are not being held accountable for what they have done. And they may not be accepting of what they have done. And this may be a warning that others around them are not accepting the responsibility that has an impact on all of those around them. Abandonment issues. So this tells me, Pisces, everybody got fucking abandonment issues. You are still experiencing effects from past experiences, past abandonment experiences that are causing you to inappropriately or unintentionally do that to others, put that unhappiness onto others, but it's not their kind of issue. But this too will pass. This too shall pass. It will pass. This is only a temporary situation. You're probably just the full moon in Capricorn coming up soon, and it's just a whole bunch of shit going up in the stars and whatever. Yeah, you're just acting maybe a little bit inappropriately because of this. It might be a source of your unhappiness. Fear not warranted, so what you are concerned about is not as bad as you feel that it should be, that it is. It's not as bad as what you think, so let it go. Honesty. You have to be honest with yourself, and you have to be honest with others. To someone else, you might be keeping secrets from somebody, and you need to be honest with them. You have information that someone should know, but you're not telling them. But it should be shared. Spirit is telling you that it should be shared. You are telling you in all parallel lives, Pisces, that you should share what you know if it's important to something else. And Spirit came through, went through tunnel first. So, are you thinking about how someone died lately, Pisces? A deceased loved one came through, and in Spirit, Pisces, to tell you that they went through the tunnel first. And so you may have been wondering, or you may be talking about that before they died or something. Wondering, like, are you going to see a tunnel or whatever? I don't know. It's confirmation that, yes, he did go through the tunnel. And he couldn't think clearly at the end of his life. This is a confirmation. You would know what his end of the life was like. The Spirit that Pisces, your deceased loved one, did not know their thought processes at the time of death. They were in end of care, and they could have been having some dementia-like symptoms or substance-inducing symptoms, delirium symptoms, I don't know, but they weren't thinking clearly, and their brain wasn't right. That's another confirmation, Pisces. So that's another message. That's your ninth message. His brain wasn't right. So he went through the tunnel first. He couldn't think clearly, and his brain wasn't right at the end. So he just wanted you to know that if he was acting in a certain way to you or whatever, it wasn't his fault. He couldn't control it. It was something wrong with his actual fucking brain, and he was confused. It wasn't his fault, and the things in life that he has gone through, it was because his brain was not right. It wasn't functioning the way it should have been. If that makes sense. If that made sense, please leave a ghost in the comment section below and say it resonated. Alright, let's see what other cards. We're going to turn on the ghost box. because I got distracted. Let's do that. Transend Theory. We. Does anybody know how this works? I said we. I wish I knew how to record my screen. I'll figure it out. But I'm gonna pull some more cards here and see what other messages. Let's pull a who first, because it didn't come through who this spirit was. Way to my car. Way to my car. Okay. What spirit wants to come through for Pisces, please? Real. It said real. What spirit wants to come through Pisces? You mod. You mod. You can't see that. I know, I'm sorry. Life. It said life. L-I-F-E. What spirit wants to come through for Pisces, please? My shoulder hurts, like right here. Dad. Oh, Dad wants to come through for Pisces. How sweet. Hi, Dad. Are you here for Pisces? What would heed the information that's being told? Is that correct? Hear what you're already telling him. Heed his advice. What spirit wants to come through for Pisces? Benny. Do you know a Benny? Ascended Masters wants to come through. Benny. Ascended Masters. DVI. Okay, what messages do you have for Spirit? Last messages. Up. Your visit. That. Your visit, that. What visit? That it did what? Some days I miss my body so much I ride the wind back to you. Spirit visit, so he is coming back. Each said any. What other messages do we have for Pisces? Your head up. What do you mean? My head up? You're hurting my shoulders. I bet you there's a friggin' spirit sitting on my back. On my shoulders. What other... Eggman. Eggman. Eggman sitting on my shoulders? That's not very good. What? A stalling net? I don't know what that means. It a beef. Is that food? It a beef. I wish I... Dry. I wish I could say that it was peaceful, but it was fire and regret. Final agony. They didn't leave peacefully. But by the sounds of that, his brain... Up at. And the letter J. The final agony. I don't remember the name of the room Bats. B-A-T-S. Bats. Odd. O-D. 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 Final agony. O-D. P heels. What? What other messages do we have for spirit? For Pisces? What spirit? From spirit. Him. Who is him? I don't want to heal. I want you back. Grief, rebellion. So yeah, you're still going through the stages of I'm not letting go yet. I still want you back. I'm still just pretending that you're somewhere else. Clearly. Clearly. I wish I could see the cards and this thing. Can you see that? Clearly? Can you see that clearly?
If necessary.
If necessary? If necessary. What? What? What other message? Space. What other messages for Pisces? Off, out. Flower near. Like it's N-E apostrophe E-R. Flower near. Now? Where? Where's the flower that's near? I need a fucking drink. Pisces, I think we're gonna leave it there.